What's good, everybody, and welcome back to another video. It's your host today, Lux King, and today we will be going and go through the Inazuma 11 Victory Road. We'll go through the patch, well, not the patch notes, through the information we got last night of them, and just go through it a little bit more thoroughly because I did make a video about this, but I didn't only make it about the news. I also talked about like the anniversary and everything from Inazuma, so I thought I would give this like a little small video and give my thoughts about everything we got everything they announced for us in these. So basically, first off, let's see. I won't be able to play for a long time. I think this is something very nice, and I like what Hino is thinking. Because I was talking to some friends about this, how I don't want the game to just be like, okay, you finish the game and then like online play, and that's it, because online play isn't really post-game content. It's just something you can do, but like I wouldn't count it like post-game content, like something you can only do once you complete the game. And so I kind of like what they're gonna do. Like, sure, this might not. I don't think this is gonna be like post-game content specific, but it's just like something else they want to do to like give the game a longer lifespan, which I can really appreciate. So I think I really love the idea of trying to come up with ideas to make the game just have much more longevity. So I'm all up for that. Next up, we have the new systems in a match, which were the focus, zone, and scramble. You guys can read here what it is. I think it's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It doesn't seem too complicated or too weird or anything. It just seems like simple features which just will enhance the gameplay. Really, I think it will be. I think it will be a nice little addition. Like we're not stuck in like we're not stuck like 10 years or so ago. No, this is a new Inazuma game, so they want to like revamp a little bit and stuff with the systems. I'm all up for it. I like it. I think it will be a nice addition. I can't wait. Now, next up is the tension gauge, and I already gave like a bit of my opinion about it. I'm interested to see how it works because basically the tension gauge, in case you still don't know, is basically the TP bar but for the whole team. And what I'm worried about is the fact that since the whole team uses this one tension gauge, how that would go, because we will probably like be able to like recharge the tension gauge, but I just wonder like how fast does it recharge? Are dribbles and blocks gonna cost less? Because you gotta think about it like this: if every player uses the same tension gauge, then you can't just be spamming moves, which you were able to do more freely. You were able to do that much more freely in the other games, because obviously every character has their own TP bar. Some characters obviously would have the issue of not having a lot of TP as their stat, but now I'm not sure about this. I'm up to see what it will look like and if it will be good. But like I just hope they will still give us a decent amount of freedom with it, or recharge is quick, because it would be very annoying. It would be very annoying if, for example, because of this change, it's not efficient to use dribbles or blocks unless shots are coming in, just because you might not have enough tension to make a shot, So that's something I'm very interested in seeing. That's something I'm very interested in seeing. So yeah, I'm excited for that. We'll get news in 9 days about it though, so I'm really excited to see what they will show us in the video. Long-term operation plan V. This is also nice. Once again, they made a long-term operation plan and made several changes. It is more, I think, about multiple games that can be enjoyed by players using online. I think that's a nice idea. I like the fact that they are not just like, okay, here, just go play online and just use the best characters you can. No, they want to change it up with some gimmicks and such, and I do like that. For example, I would love if there would be like something like only use fire elemental players in the team or something, or you're not allowed to use dribbles or something, like something interesting. I would really like that. So I'm excited to see what they will do with this. But I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for that, for the multiple gimmicks. I want to see what they're gonna think of. Now the biggest news here are gonna be Victory Road. which is the new game modes. Basically, it's gonna be like a competition, it's gonna be like a tournament mode. Like just simplified, it's gonna be in tournament mode, in which you will be able to, in which you're gonna be playing. Not you're not gonna be able to play with just characters that you just trained to other modes, like Chronicle mode, Story mode, and everything. You can level up your players all you want and such in there, but you're only able to at least bring 5 players of that in. And then you also need 6 seasonal players. Now, I already said, like, I kind of wonder how they're gonna like decide, like, who are gonna be the seasonal players and such. Like, how is it the same for everyone, or is it like different per person? Like, does the game just randomly select when you're about to participate in Victory Road? Are they gonna like decide randomly from like, okay, these characters are your seasonal players and such? I do wonder what they're gonna do with that. I think this is a, I think it's interesting as well. Once again, they will be like trying to like change it up a little bit with teams and such. I do like how they go a lot into the competitive aspect of it. Makes me really hope there's gonna be like actual official tournaments. You know, that would be very awesome if there would be like tournaments organized by level 5. That would be really awesome. But yeah, for Victory Road, I'm excited for that. I'm excited if we can also customize and make our own Victory Road, you know, with like the community, and like just like that would be even better. That would really be better. That would be awesome. So I hope that's gonna be the case. If not, I mean, even then, the mode is still very awesome. Players have changing season. Here they explain kind of how the seasonal players work. That after the 3rd grade, they will graduate. You can only use the seasonal players up to 3 seasons. That is interesting as well. So that makes me wonder. Like, for example, let's say the first season I got Jack Walsett, for example, and then I play with him through the first 3 seasons. Then that means the 4th season I can use him, which I want to see how it works. Probably what will happen is once the characters are out of season, they will just become eternal players again, and not season players. Then new seasonal players will come in. So I think that's just gonna be the case, which once again pretty cool. They're kind of like just going through the characters, then kind of to like give them a chance to be like put on their teams and such. I do like that. I do think that's a pretty nice idea. It's interesting though. We gotta see how it's gonna go, because we gotta see how that goes, because like every season is like a month or 2. No, I think like 2 or 3 months they said. So it is gonna be like, it's gonna take a while before we actually get to see it, like see the characters graduate. But I want to see what they are gonna do with that. Also in the last when I mentioned this, I was talking about this was Fubuki, Snowstorm, and Ghost Road. I said Talisman. Seems like that Ghost Road is not Talisman, it's Kido, aka Jude. So that makes a lot more sense, you know, popular players, famous players. Then we got we had the news about the voices for Unmei and Endo Haru. That we got voice actors for them. I'm very excited to hear about them. There will be a video out in next month with the voice actors. I'm excited for it. There was also, I don't know where it was written, but it was confirmed that every character, their voice would be in the game. Now, obviously the NPCs I don't think are gonna have voices, I think, but definitely characters like just like the anime characters and everything, they will have voices, I'm pretty sure. Which I'm also very excited for. I love that, because one thing I wish the DS games had was that they had voice acting for the characters when they use Hitsatsu. They sort of did it in Inazuma 11 Go Galaxy, but I was only like in certain points in the story mode in which the characters would say the Hitsatsus, but it was just a one-time thing. But yeah, so I'm excited to hear about the Endo Haru voice actor, because they say the voice actor gets praise of having the gene from Endo. So you know, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. At launch, it's equipped to Incarnation. This time, almost all of the past players will appear, but it's not possible to mount all the past mechanisms such as Mixmath and Arm. Therefore, at the launch stage this time, it's planned to be equipped with up to no Incarnation. This is interesting. This is interesting as well. I think this means that they are planning to add these mechanics into the game, but it's just that at launch, at least for the time being, we won't have Mixmax and Armed. Now they haven't mentioned cash-ins or souls in here, which makes me wonder if they're actually if those are gonna be in the game already or not. We don't know yet, but it would be interesting. But I also hope they won't be busted or anything. I hope they kind of like nerf them to the point where you don't get such a big advantage of using a character with a cash-in over a character which doesn't have one. The exhibit at the Tokyo Game Show, we talked about that. That is going to be next month in Tokyo. So if you're in the area and you want to try this, just get a ticket and try to play some, you know. And then we had some designs for some of the characters. We also went through that. I think, like I said, I think they look clean. They all look clean. The kit for the main team, goalkeeper kit, pretty cool. And we had this new dude who got revealed, but he hasn't told us yet who's gonna be. So yeah, and then as last news, like I said, there's gonna be more information scheduled for the 31st, just before the 9 game show. So we gotta stay tuned. Okay, so that's all the news we got from Hino, and what do I think about it? I think. Okay, the news that we got, I think, was solid news. We got to see a new mode. We got a semi confirmation that old game mechanics will be back in some sort of way. We see that Hino is working on trying to make the game have a long longevity, so that's very good. Yeah, that's basically a new mode. We will have probably have like have these mechanics back. New mechanics. This as well, like tension gates and such. I think the news we got is pretty nice news. However, I have been talking with some friends about it too. Like last night when we stayed up and were watching the thing. I do think that I was kind of expecting a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like the news we got. I'm very excited for it. Don't get me wrong. I'm very excited for the game. I really am. But I was expecting like a gameplay trailer. And okay, you know what? Hino never said we'll get every news in the summer in that one reveal, you know. Because obviously in 9 days we'll get more information about the game. So it's not like Hino lied. It's still summer, you know. But I just kind of wished everything would have been put into one big page with everything they've been doing, rather than we got tiny bits and pieces. My God, bits and pieces. Because first we had the reveal of the new character coming out 12 hours before this news. We had the kid and we had this. Pretty cool. Then 12 hours later, we got this news. Once again, pretty cool news. But after how much Hino has hyped up for the news, I got a feeling people wanted it to be more. A lot more. And I can see, and to an extent, I can see what they mean. I can definitely see it. I'm not gonna sit there and say that I'm disappointed. I'm definitely not. Like, this is a lot more news than we had before, and I'm very excited for it. And you guys bet I'm gonna be there waiting to see what they will drop on the 31st. I'm excited for that as well. But for now, I think that's gonna be my thoughts about Victory Road of Heroes. I'm excited. The game, at least from the single screenshot we got, it looks fine. You know, it looks fine. I can't see anything wrong with it compared to like previous trailers and such. Like, I think it's fine. So yeah, I'm just excited, and I'd say stay tuned for when we get some more news. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video.